Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. So, as you can see, this is the small pond, and I've been deconstructing the waterfall. What I've decided to do is just rip it out because it's leaked numerous times. I thought it's just best to get rid of it. So what I'm going to have to do with this pond is do a little bit of work here. As you can see, it's quite messy and I want to clean it up. The plan is to get the fish out, empty it, clean it. I do need to modify the liner a little bit because for whatever reason the water level never gets higher than it is now, because one side of the liner is lower than the other. So what that means is a lot of this water overflows and basically leaks out of the pond. So I do want to get the water level about 5 inches higher than it is. And to do that I just need to put a bit of silicone and an extra piece of liner on the lower part just to raise it up a little bit. And obviously we need to get the fish out and then give this a bit of a clean and tidy. Obviously it looks a right mess, it's starting to be completely overgrown. So I've got this big net here. So I'm just emptying the small pond out here with this little pump I bought off eBay. It's not that powerful, but I'm just taking out as much water as I can to make it easy to get hold of the fish because they're a bit elusive in here. So as you can see, I've managed to get the water quite low, and trying to get through that net that I put to stop them getting past. So I'll be able to get those out and put them in a bucket now. The other one managed to slip through underneath there and escape. Right guys, I managed to get the goldfish out of the pond. Wasn't easy, they did want to escape. But I'll just show you what the fish look like. It's a bit mucky in there, so if I just put it in here. Okay, can you see that guys? That's the fish. They have grown a little bit. I'll put them back in a minute. I just wanted to show you what they look like. Right guys, so I managed to get in there and tidy a lot of this up by cutting back some of the irises and the various plants. And as you can see, it's an ongoing process. There's a lot of muck in there still. I've actually noticed that the actual walls of the fish cave has collapsed. So I'm going to have to try and figure out a way of rebuilding this, because the only thing that's holding that up at present is the roots, literally. So whether it's worth tearing it down or leaving it as it is, I'm not sure. But the web is turning again. But I thought I'd just show you where I'm at. So here are the goldfish. I thought I'd give you a closer look at them from here. So they've grown quite fairly large, and I just put them in here as a temporary home. So obviously they've got somewhere that's safe while I look at rebuilding what I need to rebuild. I just wanted to show you a little filter I bought for the fish, which is basically a sucker, a sponge, and you just attach air to it really. I picked it up for $5 off Amazon, so I'll just show you it in operation. As you can see there, that's it in operation. I've got my goldfish obviously not too happy in here, but if we take the filter out I can show you it. That's more or less how it looks and how it operates. So air goes down there
into there. This is supposed to filter the pond, and then you get air coming out the top. So I'll just put that back in like that. As you can see, that's how it works. So yeah, I've got my 3 goldfish chilling out. Not too happy, I guess, but I think they'll be a lot happier now I've cleaned out the other pond. Guys, let me just show you what I've done here. I've been doing a time lapse as well, so you guys can see what I've been doing. But I'm just foaming in these stones around on the top, obviously using that expanding foam. That's a Oasi foam fix. Can get that at any sort of local fish store, you know, koi supplier. And I'm just waiting for that to expand a little bit, and then I'll push it into the stones to like anchor them in place. And as you can see, that's how the fish cave is constructed and works. I'll just get on the other side. As you can see over here, you can see that foam is starting to expand. It doesn't seem like a lot when you put it on, but it does expand quite a bit. So as you can see, let's just move that can out of the way so you guys can see properly. So obviously formed it in on top of the existing foam as well, and I just need that to harden a little bit before I can start pushing it in and manipulating the actual foam. Right guys, just showing you from top. Now I've patted that foam in from the back. As you can see, it's nicely in there against those stones that I've moulded that foam in. Let me show you from the other side. So you can see I've moulded it there as well, all the way around. Just patted it down slowly. So when you're dealing with foam, you need to give it a bit of time to harden, gain a little bit of a skin, then it'll allow you to manipulate it and pat it in. So there you go. Next stage is just to let it really go hard, and then we can put our bog filter back on top with our plants, and a bit of soil that we've got in there as well. But I just wanted to show you what it's looking like at the moment, and as you can see, it looks alright, doesn't it? Thought you'd appreciate another look. Have a look from a bit of a lower angle. So that's the fish cave. If I bring you down a little bit, hopefully you can see that it's much bigger than it was previously. Obviously I took a lot of the stone that was holding it up as well, so hopefully that should be stable enough. Right guys, so I've got my plants here. I'm just going to put them back into that space over there. So without further ado, let's get that done. Right, I'm just washing it down. Right, I've just washed it out a bit, and just need to get this crap out now. Right, I've just sieved a load of stone out, and I'm just going to put that on the top, keep the soil in place. Right guys, I'm just going to fix this area here. I'm going to do a bit of forming in just to secure some stones in place. Right, there you go guys, formed it in. As you can see, it's expanded a bit more. So next stage is to push it in. Hopefully it's soft enough to start manipulating, but not too hard. So without further ado, let's try and sort this out. Right guys, so looking from the top, this is the bog filter I've created with some gravel on top to keep the soil in place. Then I put a stone there just to hold back that gravel, to keep the fish cave clear from gravel and muck. And as you look, I've obviously formed in that area that I've shown you, and put some stones and made it a bit more creative and nice looking. And there you go, that is finished now in terms of the pond. I've just got to work on sorting out the waterfall and cleaning that out, but apart from that, this is what it looks like really. So there you go. Right guys, I'll call it a day today, but I just wanted to show you what I've done. Obviously I've cleaned out the majority of the pond. If you're wondering, I did actually manage to sell the Aquascape filter to someone on eBay. I think I got about 130 quid. So at least it wasn't a total loss. So I've obviously been sorting out this little bog wetland area that I built previously. I'm just literally reusing the stones. So obviously I've cleaned it out a bit as well, and I've reused the pebble stones here in this area all the way along to the end there. So, and I've also done the same round the back here. I put my little rabbit there, and all the way along there to the tree. And if we just go over here behind the tree as well to that point there, and then I think I'll want to build like something here, a small little waterfall, not a big one. But essentially that's what we've done. Hope you think that's interesting. One more look down into the pond itself. Rocked it in a little bit as well, and obviously that's where I formed it in as well. If we just take that out of the way. Right, so if we look into the pond, you can see I've rocked it in somewhat, and obviously we've formed it in down there as well. And that's really it really. And then the next stage is I'm going to put some water in here and then put the fish back in, because I think they're getting a bit frantic being in that plastic bowl. So that's it really. So I hope you found this video interesting. Right guys, that's it for today. Thanks for watching. It's been hard work this. One thing I thought I'd mention, I ordered some of that expanded from a company called Aquatica UK off eBay, and it never showed up, and they've just refunded me. They hadn't even responded to a message asking where's the item. So that's pretty lousy service from that particular seller. So avoid that seller at all costs if you can, because they've got some pretty bad feedback on their history. Anyway, that being said, so I've sorted out and cleaned out the pond. I'm hoping that I haven't damaged the liner in doing this, because obviously you have to get in there and clean it out. And yeah, I've just got to work on the waterfall now, get that cleared out. So there you go, really. That's it really for today. It's been hard work, but there you go. Thanks for watching. Remember to like the video and subscribe to the YouTube channel, would appreciate it. And I'll see you in the next one. Thank you, bye bye.